Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has retraced a little bit deeper into the support zone, and actually it's quite deep for a wave 4 now. But in the last video we were, I think, just hovering here around 95k, and I indicated to you that one more low between 92.8 and 94k would be plausible and would complete this move down in a C wave. At least this is now a complete ABC structure. And it's now in the hands of the Asian and Australian traders to show us if they can turn this around. If we measure the length of the A wave to the downside in this wave 4, and I only want to take a look at the shorter time frame, right? Then the ideal target projection for a C wave is between 95k and 92.8k roughly, right? So this is where we landed. And it's a promising reaction to the 61.8 retracement there at 92.8k. That's really what we wanted to see. But looking really at the smaller time frame, the reaction so far is only in 3 waves. I need more upside momentum. I'd say minimally a break above this high at 96,530 for a first indication that really a low is in. Better would be a break above this B wave high at 98.9k. That's all not there yet. Okay, so the reaction is overall promising, but it needs to prove more. I'm quite skeptical, but I still think Bitcoin should get one more high towards 100k before we start the larger wave 4. Yeah. There's also what I see on many altcoins, the potential for one more high. I would still prefer that. We're still holding support. And bear in mind, I need to say that a break below 92.8k, this is not an invalidation point. Okay, it rather is the point, and if we get a sustained break only below that 61.8 retracement, because we're dealing with a diagonal, it's not an invalidation point. Yeah. It's about if we break and sustain below that level, the probabilities increase that a larger fourth wave is unfolding. Then it would be a reasonable expectation to see the price drop towards like 80k to 85k, as mentioned before. Okay, that's sort of the scenario that would become primary scenario, the primary count, if we get a break below that upper support area. But it's not confirmation yet. It would be an indication. It would suggest this is unfolding, but the move to the upsides looks somewhat incomplete. Now we have to consider that there is obviously strong selling pressure around that area, 100k. There is a sell wall. The buyers need some energy and more importantly, capital to push through. And that's what needs to happen, right? And it's just that any sustained break below 92.8k, it would increase probabilities that a larger top is already in and we're moving down in this fourth wave that we discuss every day on the daily time frame. But the invalidation point for one more high in this structure is actually the low of wave 2 at around 88,650. That's the 17th of November low. I mean, that's the invalidation point. There's a difference between support and invalidation. There is no rule that says it can't be a wave 4 if it breaks below the 61.8 retracement. It's a guideline. So that's important. I can see a 3-wave move down as well. It's not 5 waves down. Had we seen an impulsive move down in 5 waves, I'd be a bit more bearish, but I want to keep the door open for higher prices. I think it's reasonable to look for a rally from here. But it hasn't yet started, and there's not yet that evidence that I need to see to really confirm that 5th wave has started. Now, we've seen that consolidation just below the 100k level is good for altcoins, as it seems, but a lot of them are just sort of consolidating, moving sideways, up and down a little bit. So what we want to see now in the next, let's say, a few hours, 24 hours, we want to see more upside momentum. We want to see that in this scenario, the intraday low is holding and that we push towards the 100k area and take out that internal B wave top that formed at around 98.9k. But as I said, we have to be a bit flexible in this because we're in a larger topping area. I mean, we're not like in a center of a 3rd wave or something. We are really at the end of this circle wave 3 which could lead to a larger fourth wave. So maybe one more high. Best I can tell, we should get it before a larger pullback, but eventually the market will decide. At least you know the key levels. And that's it. Yeah, that's it for Bitcoin for now. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.